Hey, it's Dan Zimmerman. Welcome to Illustrate to Educate. Don't forget to like and subscribe to support more simple and objective videos on topics that matter. Also, you can now support the channel directly with the new Super Thanks feature. What is NATO, and how does a country join NATO? Will Finland and Sweden join? In this video, we'll answer these questions and more. First, what is NATO? The North Atlantic Treaty Organization is an intergovernmental military alliance between 30 member states or countries. NATO was established after World War II on the insistence of the Truman administration of the U.S. NATO implements the North Atlantic Treaty, which is 14 articles that form the legal basis of its operations. NATO constitutes a system of collective security whereby its independent member states agree to mutual defense in response to an attack by any external party. NATO doesn't have its own armed forces, but it has a permanent integrated military command structure composed of both military and civilian personnel from all member states. NATO has been involved in military operations in the Balkans, the Middle East, South Asia, and Africa. The headquarters and allied command operations are located in Belgium. What countries are members of NATO? NATO is a military alliance of 28 European and 2 North American countries. Since its founding, the admission of new member states has increased the alliance from the original 12 countries to 30. The original 12 include Belgium, Canada, Denmark, France, Iceland, Italy, Luxembourg, Netherlands, Norway, Portugal, United Kingdom, and the United States. In 1952, Greece and Turkey joined, and in 1955, West Germany. This caused the Soviet Union to create its own collective security alliance called the Warsaw Pact. Then in 1982, Spain joined. Then after the dissolution of the Soviet Union in 1991, a number of post-Soviet states requested to join NATO. In 1996, U.S. President Clinton called for former Warsaw Pact countries and post-Soviet republics to join NATO. In 1999, Poland, Hungary, and the Czech Republic joined, and in 2004, another 7 Central and Eastern European countries joined, including Bulgaria, Estonia, Latvia, Lithuania, Romania, Slovakia, and Slovenia. Albania and Croatia joined in 2009, and most recently are Montenegro in 2017 and North Macedonia in 2020. What does a country have to do to join NATO? The process of joining the alliance is governed by Article 10 of the North Atlantic Treaty. Article 10 poses 2 general limits to non-member states. First, only European states are eligible for new membership, and second, these states not only need the approval of all existing member states, but every member state can put some criteria forward that has to be obtained. In practice, NATO formulates a common set of criteria, but for instance, Greece blocked the Republic of Macedonia's ascension to NATO for many years due to the disagreement over the use of the name Macedonia. Countries wishing to join must meet certain requirements and complete a multi-step process involving political dialogue and military integration. The accession process is overseen by the North Atlantic Council, NATO's governing body. Will Finland and Sweden join NATO? Finland and Sweden are considering joining the alliance now in the light of Russia's invasion, which has provoked fears that Russia could invade Nordic countries next. A decision about whether Finland and Sweden will join NATO is expected by the end of May, and both countries are likely to seek membership this summer. Joining NATO will likely be a months or years-long process for Finland and Sweden, as countries seeking membership must go through formal discussions with NATO leaders and get the approval of all other member countries before they can join. However, the process could go much quicker than the years-long wait other nations have gone through. Will Ukraine join NATO soon? Ukraine is unlikely to join NATO anytime soon, even though Ukraine's constitution originally had an amendment about pursuing NATO membership. Despite the difficulties with the current war, the country's bid to join is hindered by the fact that it doesn't meet the alliance's requirements for commitments to democracy, and Ukraine would need to carry out more anti-corruption reforms in order to join. NATO also asks its members to militarily be adding to the security of the alliance and not detracting from it. Other experts say that NATO would not likely want to be caught in Ukraine's unsettled territorial disputes with Russia over Crimea and the Donbas region when and if the current war comes to an end. Did you enjoy this video about NATO? If so, like and subscribe, and consider donating using the Super Thanks button to support more simple and objective videos on topics that matter. If you liked this video, be sure to check out my channel or these videos to the right.